street where the moonlight glows. Zombies lurking everywhere, that's how the story goes. Grab your gear, hold on tight.
Welcome to the Zombie Story Zone. Get ready for an exciting and unique zombie adventure with Holly Jolly Apocalypse, where Christmas spirit clashes with undead chaos. Watch as survivors turn a holiday-decorated mall into their fortress, fighting off zombies with festive creativity, thrilling action, and heartwarming teamwork. If you love gripping zombie tales packed with suspense, drama, and unforgettable moments, you've come to the right place. Don't forget to hit like button if you enjoy this story. Subscribe to our channel for more thrilling zombie adventures. Press the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest uploads. Share this story with your friends and spread the excitement. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know in the comments what you think about this story, and share your suggestions on how we can make the Zombie Story Zone even better. Your feedback keeps us going and helps us bring you the best content possible.
From the graveyards to the streets, hear the whispers low.
The mall was an eerie mixture of festive cheer and apocalyptic desolation. Tattered tinsel swayed gently in the stale air, while bloodstains smeared the once pristine tiles. A broken speaker near the fountain crackled, occasionally managing a few haunting notes of jingle bells before falling silent again. Mia adjusted her grip on the sharpened candy cane she held like a dagger. The peppermint weapon had been her creation during one of their endless nights in the mall. What had started as a desperate attempt to stave off boredom had turned into their best bet for survival. Around her, garlands, ornaments, and other holiday trinkets had been repurposed into a macabre arsenal. She glanced toward the barricade they had built at the entrance to Santa's village. The plywood and metal beams were reinforced with a string of glowing Christmas lights. They flickered now and then, but they gave the survivors a strange sense of comfort. In a world overrun by the undead, the soft, colored glow was a reminder of the life they once knew. "Mia, you're staring again," a voice teased. She turned to see Liam approaching. He was carrying a sack full of scavenged supplies flung over his shoulder like a grim version of Saint Nick. His tousled brown hair and easy smile were a rare brightness in the gloom. "Just keeping watch?" Mia replied, a faint blush creeping to her cheeks. Liam had a knack for catching her off guard, a fact he seemed to enjoy immensely. "Well, take a break," he said, setting the sack down with a thud. "We've got enough canned cranberry sauce to last through New Year's." "Oh," joined Mia deadpanned, though a small smile tugged at her lips. She appreciated Liam's attempts to keep their spirits up, even if the circumstances were dire. The group had been holed up in the mall for weeks. What had initially seemed like a stroke of luck, a defensible location stocked with supplies had slowly turned into a gilded cage. The undead had surrounded the building, their moans a constant reminder that escape was not an option. That evening, the survivors gathered in what had once been the food court. The tables had been rearranged into a makeshift community space, complete with a small Christmas tree they had found in a storage closet. Its lights blinked erratically, but it was the heart of their gathering. Mia sat next to Liam as their de facto leader. An older man named Sam outlined their plans. "We've got enough food for another week, maybe two if we ration carefully," Sam said, his gruff voice steady. "But sooner or later, we'll need to make a move. The question is, do we wait for rescue that might not come, or do we fight our way out?" The group murmured amongst themselves. The idea of braving the horde outside was daunting. The undead weren't the only threat. Other survivors, desperate and ruthless, had been known to attack without warning. "What if we make this place stronger?" Liam suggested, "Turn the mall into a fortress. We've already got walls and supplies. If we're careful, we can make it last. And if the zombies break through," Mia countered, her voice tense, "we'd be trapped." Sam raised a hand to quiet them. "Both ideas have merit. But tonight, we rest. Tomorrow, we decide." As the meeting broke up, Mia found herself lingering by the Christmas tree. Liam joined her, his presence warm and steady. "You're worried," he said. "Of course I'm worried," she replied. "This isn't some holiday movie where everything magically works out. We're living in a nightmare." Liam reached out and gently turned her toward him. "Hey, we're still here. That's something, isn't it?" Mia met his gaze, her heart skipping a beat. In that moment, the chaos around them faded, and for the first time in weeks, she felt a glimmer of hope. The next morning, Mia's optimism was tested. The sound of pounding on the mall's main doors shattered the uneasy peace. The group rushed to the barricade, weapons at the ready. To their surprise, it wasn't the undead trying to break in, it was people. A man and a woman, both haggard and bleeding, were shouting for help. "Please, let us in," the woman cried. "They're right behind us." Through the glass, Mia could see the approaching horde. Dozens of zombies shambled toward the mall, their decayed faces twisted in mindless hunger. "We can't risk it," Sam said, his expression grim. "If we open the doors, they'll all get in. We can't just leave them out there," Liam argued. "It's too dangerous," Sam insisted. Mia's mind raced. She knew Sam was right, but the thought of abandoning the couple gnawed at her. Before she could think it through, she grabbed a set of keys from the counter and sprinted toward a side entrance. "Mia, wait," Liam shouted, chasing after her. Together, they unlocked the side door just long enough to pull the strangers inside. The zombies were close, their guttural moans growing louder, but they managed to slam the door shut just in time. The newcomers introduced themselves as Rachel and Mark. They claimed to have been part of a larger group that had been overrun. While the others welcomed them cautiously, Mia couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. Her suspicions were confirmed that night. She caught Mark rifling through their supplies, stuffing cans into a backpack. "What the hell are you doing?" she demanded. Mark froze, his face pale. We need to leave." "Rachel's hurt worse than she's letting on. We'll die if we stay here." Mia's anger flared. "And you think stealing from us is the answer? We saved you." Their argument woke the others. Sam and Liam arrived, weapons drawn. Tensions boiled over, but before anyone could act, the distant sound of breaking glass sent a chill through the group. The zombies had found a way in. Chaos erupted as the undead poured into the mall. The survivors scrambled to defend their home, using every weapon they had crafted. Mia and Liam fought side by side, their bond growing stronger with each swing of a candy cane blade or toss of an ornament bomb. Rachel and Mark redeemed themselves in the chaos, helping to hold the line against the horde. Even Sam, usually stoic, fought with a ferocity that inspired the others. The survivors used their creativity and grit to turn the mall into a battlefield. One by one, traps made from holiday decorations were sprung, halting the zombies' advance. A tangled web of tinsel tripped up several of the undead, while a makeshift catapult fashioned from a sauntiously launched heavy objects into the mob. As the battle reached its peak, Mia found herself cornered near the fountain. A particularly large zombie lunged at her, its grotesque features illuminated by the flickering Christmas lights. She swung her candy cane weapon with all her strength, but the creature was relentless. Just as it was about to overpower her, Liam appeared, plunging a sharpened menorah into its skull. "You okay?" he asked, breathing heavily. "Yeah," Mia managed, her voice shaky. "Thanks to you." When the last zombie fell, the survivors stood together, battered but alive. The mall was in ruins, but their spirits were unbroken. Liam turned to Mia, his face streaked with dirt and sweat. "We did it." She smiled, exhaustion and relief washing over her. "Yeah, we did." In the days that followed, they began to rebuild. The Christmas tree was replaced, its lights shining brighter than ever. And as the group gathered around it, sharing stories and laughter, Mia allowed herself to hope. Maybe the apocalypse wasn't the end. Maybe it was the beginning of something new. Snow began to fall outside, blanketing the ground in a peaceful white. Liam nudged Mia, pointing toward the window. "Look, a white Christmas." "Didn't think we'd see one of those again." Mia leaned against him, her heart full despite the devastation around them. "It's beautiful," she whispered. For the first time, as she stood beside Liam under the twinkling lights, Mia felt the magic of Christmas once more. Together, they watched the snow fall, their hopes as fragile and luminous as the holiday lights that adorned their makeshift sanctuary.
In the shadows of the night, where